I was really blessed to have a lot of good professors. Doctors Adoran, Bogoli, Mark Evans, John Tarjan. One that was really influential in bringing me into the finance side of the world, kind of where I catapulted off from CSUB, was Carlene Weber, who's since passed away. And so many others that were influential, and they were able to give me the tool set to really be successful. The people who have had the most impact on my life, my Hall of Famers, would have to be a couple of people. And I would have to start off with my mom and dad. And my dad has taught me what it means to be a man of integrity, a man of honesty, and to take care of his family and to be good to people. I would have to say my wife, who has been my rock through ups and downs, and she has just been absolutely amazing. But I would also have to say my faith in Jesus, because that has been something that has made me the person I am. There are so many that have invested in me, and I think that's why I want to invest in others, so that we can continue to make this a great community.
I know when I'm with Bryan and we're working on something, he's working harder than everyone else. And he's got me into a few things I wish he wouldn't have asked, 13-hour days, but I'm always happy to do it with Bryan because I know it's a good cause.
And he makes it fun.
He does make it fun.
Yeah,
yes.
We have fun working with Bryan. Not to say that we don't give him a hard time about it, but it's
we always give him a hard time.
Always give him a hard time, but it is fun.
He was the president, and he still asks to be called Mr. President when I say that, of the Alumni Association, and he and I got along very well. Very strange because a lot of people don't like him, but the two of us do, which is really kind of unusual. He helped lead the institution, moving from kind of like pedestrian stuff to really moving into a very forward-thinking organization. And I was really honored to be part of all that.
We were able to take a good organization and really reintroduce that to the community. We were having people come to the symphony that would otherwise not come to a symphony. And so I had a great staff, great board, and the musicians were awesome. And so we were able to kind of repackage that and present that to the community. And now I feel very fortunate to work with a family-owned business. Really great people there, and trying to create a positive impact with that company as well.
He boosted attendance for the symphony through relationship building, and that's really what Bryan is. You shake Bryan's hand and he's your friend for life. He's gonna make sure that when he has a vision for the orchestra like he did, that all the board, all the musicians, all the community, they were following him.
He treasures the relationship more than anything, and so because of that, there's loyalty, there's also the heart behind why he believes in the brand that he's pushing out there.
Business in Bakersfield is unique, but it's very much relationship driven. And it doesn't matter what business you're in, it's about people. It's about making that connection and developing that. And so you tap into that, and there's your success.
Bryan was always known as sort of the go-to guy. If you needed somebody to fundraise for an event, Bryan was the guy that we were going to go to ask for him to ask others. And it was sort of a burden for him, but he was good at it. I think his attitude and his personality make him somebody that people trust, and he's a great, and always has been a great face for Cal State.
I think the university is on a very good path, academically, sports, and otherwise. And I hope that it continues on that path, that we bring in good people, not only the professors, but some of the leadership, because that's going to make the difference of this university. I hope that they continue to understand the connection of the university and the community that it serves.
Bryan is probably the most photographed man in Bakersfield magazines, whether it be Bakersfield Magazine or Bakersfield Live. We tease him about it constantly.
That his perfect head of hair shows up in every photo, and you can tell right away it's Bryan. Oh, there's the hair. So there's Bryan's in that photo.
We love our times with Bryan in the ping pong room. Bryan is so competitive that he is willing to play left-handed while his eyes are closed and still win the game.
He's a cheater. Everything I said earlier about him being a good role model breaks down when we're playing foosball. I've played a lot of foosball in my day, I'm pretty good. And for some reason, I've never been able to beat Bryan. And I know why. It's because he does this little shot with his back left defender that's literally undefendable, and it scores every single time, and that's cheating. The man cheats in the game of foosball. Don't ask me how, but he does.
Well, it certainly has come full circle for Bryan as one of the founding fathers and mothers. You go back a ways.
I go back, yeah.
But as a founder, I think it's going to be particularly poignant for him because he's seen the Hall of Fame progress and come into its own as a premier event in the community.
When he started this, I don't think he had any real thought that he would be one day inducted. He thought that this was a really good idea. He thought this could honor the kinds of people like Doug in this community who have done so much for so many over the years. And so I think in some ways it's a little bit of a surprise to him. In some ways he's very humbled by this, and he's not a humble man, you know that.
I feel very blessed that this community has really taken me in, and I've been able to give back to this community. And I think that's what it boils down to, is that you want to invest in people because people are investing in you. That collection of people really builds you up and helps you really create a bigger impact in what you do, whether it's in your work and in your volunteerism or just in life.
Bryan, my friend, welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club.